For the AP test, he gave us all the essays and don't tell us the time.
So there was a question here about the essay portion of the test itself. All right. And the essay portion of the test is broken down like this. You're given 2 essays, and they tell you you have an hour and a half to do those 2 essays. So you can spend as much time as you want on one essay or the other, but you have to realize, like, they suggested time, they tell you on the test itself. So it'll be, I believe the first essay is 55 minutes, the second essay is like 40, 45 minutes. So you can do those 2 essays at the same time, but they tell you how much time you should spend. If you spend an hour and 20 minutes on one essay, how are you going to finish the other essay? So remember that. So what we're doing right now, the DBQ they give you more time on because you have to analyze the documents and then write the essay. The LEQ is write the essay. A little bit of planning time, but write the essay. So the second one is, I guess, easier in terms of putting everything together for an essay, but it requires you to have the knowledge to actually do it. The DBQ, you may not know the information that well or the content, but at least the documents can kind of help you with that essay. See? So before we actually look at the our scores, let's go back and just look at the DBQ breakdown again. The first point, contextualization. It's got the word context in it. It just, once again, you have a point if you think the person who wrote the essay actually is able to give an idea of the context. Give you an idea about what is the historical context of the documents. The second, thesis. Do they present an argument? Remember, an argument is debatable. George Washington was the first president of the United States. Is that debatable? No, that's fact. That's true. That actually happened. So that's not a thesis statement. That's just a statement. Documents, evidence analysis. You have to put at least 6 documents in. So that's easy. Just count how many documents, right? How many documents did the person in essay 2 actually present in his or her essay? Just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, they get the point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, they get the point. 6 documents. She gets a point or he gets a point on average. Just for listing 6 documents. Now, you don't get a point if you don't explain them. So it's easy to get the describes part. I mean, that's describing the essay or the documents is an easy part. That should be an easy point for most of us. But then you have to support it to your thesis statement and then explain the document. See, that's the tricky part. So hopefully everyone gets 1 point for describing the document. So I don't think anyone should get a 0 on the DBQ. Hopefully, crossing my fingers. Supporting it, you only need to support it, you need 6. You need to support it with 6. Each document has to be supported with something related to the thesis statement. And then explains, you only need 3 documents to explain. So 6, 6, 3. That's 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. So far, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points out of 7, right? At the bottom, you have to use at least one additional piece from outside of the documents. And then the last thing is complex understanding. Typically, if I look at it this way, if you've got all 6, 7 should be really easy, I think. People may disagree with that, but if you've got the first 6 points, then I assume you also got the 7. That's my assumption. Okay? Now, let's look at that essay together. Once again, you've got your individual score, then you have your group score. Essay. If you can't read it, I'm sorry. But I know you have a copy of it in front of you. So in 1630, John Winthrop wrote his ideas for his city on a hill on paper in, quote, a model of Christian charity. Document A, right? So far we know that he's described one document. In this work, Winthrop outlined the ideas and values which would be key and influencing the political, economic, and social development of Puritan society in New England from 1630 through the 1660s. The most important ideas and values, religion, working together, and the family, helped shape, can't read that, life in New England for more than 30 years. Is there a thesis statement in his introduction, or her introduction?
No.
Everyone agrees that there's no thesis statement?
The most important ideas, maybe is his personal idea about the importance of the ideas. Maybe that is his thesis.
That might be it, yeah. I mean, I think that might be what he thinks is the thesis statement is, yeah. The most important ideas and values, religion, working together, the family, helped shape life in New England for more than 30 years. I mean, that statement is debatable. So that could be the thesis. That could be. And then you keep on reading. Now, if you notice here, I'm not going to read this all, but I see document A, that's one. I see document D, that's two documents. Go to the next page. I'm reading, I'm scamming here, scamming. Document E, that's three documents. That's four, that's five. Did I miss one? I did miss one? On the first page? Oh, I'm sorry, I did six. So, he or she may have gotten a point so far for listing 6 documents. Once again, so that's probably at least a point there, because they have 6 documents in their DBQ. Now, like I said, I'm not going to read this all, but let me hear what the groups have to say about this particular document. So I'm going to start up here with the ladies up in front. What do you think? What do you think the score was, and why do you think that score was the case? Why do you think that? Okay. Okay, so the group here says that it doesn't have a thesis statement, and it does not explain the documents. Okay. Cool. Okay. Does anyone's individual score differ from the group score? Everyone here says, everyone thinks it's 5? It's okay. It's okay to disagree. You think it's a 4? Okay. What do you think? Why do you give it a 4 and the rest of the group is a 5? Just wondering. Complex understanding. Okay. Okay. Cool. You guys over here. What did the group give the score for DBQ? 6. You gave it a 6. Okay. And so what is it? What's missing? So it's missing the explains. Okay. Cool. Does anyone individual score differ from the group score? Why do you give it a 5? What's okay. Okay, you guys over here. What's your group score? 5. Why do you give it a? So what's missing then? What do you think is missing? Okay, and the thesis statement. Does anyone's scores differ than the group score? 4. You give it a 4. Why do you give it a 4? What do you think is missing besides what you just said?
It is not enough of the explanation of the document.
Okay. Okay. So none of the explanation of the documents. Okay. Cool. You guys over here, what'd you guys give it for a group? Oh, I'm sorry, separate. I'm sorry. So let me talk over here then.
Our group score is 5. Mine is 4.
Okay, so why is yours 4 but the group is 5? Hey guys.
I think you just putting all the information from document in one essay. There's no redundant, and I think it's kind of loose.
Okay. So you think it's kind of loose, the information? There's no connection? Okay. I'm gonna come back over here for a moment. You guys over here, what you guys give the group score?
5.
You gave it a 5. Is there anyone differ? Hey guys, anyone differs from a 5? Everyone here agrees with a 5. Okay. You guys in the back.
5.
Why'd you give it a 5?
Because firstly, I think the word count is enough, but the whole context is roots. It's not context.
Okay. Does anyone's scores differ from the group? Everyone here agrees with a 5?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you guys over here, what'd you guys give? 5. Anyone differ than a 5 in the group? Okay. And then you guys in the back. You guys are okay. Okay, great. So, the majority of the class pretty much got the score right. It was a 5. It was a 5. And I'm gonna show you why in a moment, but I want to now do the last essay. Now, did people have time to do it yesterday in class? The last essay? All right, once again, take 5 minutes. I want to hear group score and an individual score. So once again, take 5 minutes, look at it one more time, give me the group score and give me an individual score if it differs from the group, okay?